Money. Where do you get it? In this episode, we're talking about stockholders, one type of abolitionist on the Underground Railroad. And there are two types of stockholders, the ones who give money and the ones who get money. Givers were pretty straightforward. More notable ones were probably on the richer side of the spectrum, people like Thomas Garrett, Garrett Smith, and others who gave to the abolitionists and fugitives, helping them buy food, clothes, shelter, transportation, and anything else that they needed. People from all over the US gave, as well as those across the pond in England and many in Canada as well. And stockholders, I guess, weren't the only kinds of stockholders, because you also had station masters and conductors and preachers giving their time and their money, their food, and clothes off their backs to help fugitives. So I guess they're also a kind of giving stockholder as well. But we're here to talk about the kinds of guys that gave hard cash, like the second kind of stockholder. The getters. These were the guys that would go door to door, or who would fundraise, or even send letters to foreigners asking for money. Levi Coffin was the most prominent of these. On top of giving himself, there was a long list of people that Levi would ask for money from. People like his neighbors, his friends, other abolitionists, politicians, foreigners, rich folk, tradesmen, farmers, anybody. One group of people that's worth noting that donated were slaveholders. Levi Coffin was such a good abolitionist that he would go up to some slaveholders and say, "Hey, would you like to donate to help some poor souls who are less fortunate than yourselves?" Slaveholders believed that they were giving their money to a man who was religious, and he would give that money, in turn, to someone who is hungry, or someone who is homeless, or a widow. Levi Coffin sort of was doing that. He was giving his money to other abolitionists who would go down to the South and help fugitives escape their masters. These were homeless, these were hungry, these were widows. The point we want to drive home with this little mini-series is that the Underground Railroad was a group of different people from different backgrounds and different lifestyles, all becoming a part of one of the most effective groups known to mankind. This here is our last video on conductors, and you can click over here to subscribe so that you can catch our next video on preachers of the Underground Railroad.